Good afternoon, my name is Evan, and today I'll be teaching you about some of the basic volleyball skills that are needed in order to play volleyball. There will be 3 parts to this tutorial. The first is the serve, and then is the bump, and lastly is the set. However, before we start, I'll introduce you about what volleyball is. Volleyball is a sport that involves 6 people on each side of the court, and the goal is to get the ball onto the floor on the other side of the court. Every set, there are 25 points, and normally there are 3 to 5 sets in total. Some of the main rules in volleyball are that players are not to touch the top part of the net, which is the white part, and they're not to step on the other side of the court. In addition, every time the ball goes on one side of the court, there will be a maximum of 3 passes that are allowed, and on the 3rd pass, the player would have to send the ball back to the other side of the court, or it would be a violation. So there are 4 key things to a good upper hand serve. First is your throw, and then is your feet, and then is your movement, and lastly is the point of contact. Now I'm going to break down the serve slowly in 4 parts. So first, you have to focus on the throw. You want to throw it here, and not behind you, or in front of you.
It beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Oh, oh. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low.
Turn it
This
up a little bit.
melody was meant for you. Sing along to my step.
As you hit the ball, you want to put your feet into the front, so that you can use the body weight to put power into the ball to make it go faster.
Written in the stars, a million miles away, a message to the main. The seasons come and go.
One of the key things to a good upper hand serve is to keep your movement to a minimum. Here, it would be a bad example of how you're going to serve. That would be really hard to control because you're using a really big swing. But if you keep the movement to a minimum, you start like that, and when you throw the ball, you just go like this. You're able to control the ball to where you want it to go. And lastly is the point of contact. You would always want to hit at the highest point of contact because you want the ball to go down into the court and not an easy serve for your opponent to get.
You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club ain't even handle me right now. Watching me, I go all out. The club ain't even handle me right now. The club ain't even handle me right now.
Can't nothing handle me right now. I see you, D-Getter. Let's get 'em. I own the night and I don't need no help. Gotta be the feeling that's my best pair. Starting gon' wild, can't handle this pair. Back for the club, arrogant like yeah. Top like money, so the girls just mail. One too many, y'all know me like 12. Look like cash and they all just there. Bottles, models, selling no shares. Fall out, cause that's the business. All out is so ridiculous. Zone out, so much attention. Scream out, I'm in the building. They're watching, I know this. I'm rocking, I'm rolling, I'm holding. I know it, you know it.
You know I know how to make them stop and stare as I zone out. The club ain't even handle me right now. Watching me, I go all out. The club ain't even handle me right now. The club ain't even handle me right now.
Hey, still feeling myself, I'm like out of control. Can't stop now, more shots.
One of the main parts to doing a good bump is how you position yourself. So you want to have your knees bent, your heels up, and your back straight, and your hands up. So when the ball comes, you can get it really easily. And one of the key things about contacting the ball while you bump is not to swing your arms. Because most beginners think that they have to swing their arms to put power into the ball and get it really high up to the air. But actually, the power of the ball from your opponent is enough to be rebounded from your arms to the setter. So one of the key things when the ball comes is to push with your feet and not swing your arms. As you swing your arms, the ball will go to the back. So you want to push with your feet and the ball would go to the setter. Next thing you have to focus for a bump is your arms. When the ball comes and you want to guide the ball to the targeted place, you want to square your arms and your shoulders to the person you want to pass to. So the ball comes this way, you want to square your arms and shoulder to that side where your setter is, and push your feet and feed the ball to the setter. So now I'm going to show you the bump. So for example, if I want to pass it back to the basket, I would square my shoulders back to the camera, and I would try to push with my feet and not swing with my arms.
What time is it where you are? I miss you more than anything. I'm back at home, you feel so far. Waiting for the phone to ring. It's getting lonely living upside down. I don't even want to be in this town. Trying to figure out the time, so it's making me.
Now I'm going to teach you about the sets. And the set is actually kind of similar to the bumps. You also need to focus on your heels and your knees in order to push the ball very far. Some of the things you have to focus on the arms are that it's best to have your arms out early and your elbows out and not in. And most people think that setting you only need 2 fingers, but actually the best is to have all 5 fingers firm and tight so it'll be easy to control the ball. Here is some examples of a set.
Find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me. I think I remember you say sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.